In the Impact segment tonight, digging into Donald Trump's immigration plan. In Ohio today, Trump put the hard sell to voters to get behind his proposals.
Last night, I outlined a bold new immigration reform to create prosperity and opportunity for all of our people, especially those who have the least. We will treat everyone with dignity, respect, and compassion. But our greatest compassion will be for the American citizen.
Meanwhile, criticism from the left has been swift.
His speech yesterday was pretty mean-spirited, and he doubled down on all the policies that he talked about in the past. He went to Mexico, and while he talked like John Wayne last night, he acted like Winnie the Pooh when he was in Mexico. He was pretty meek and then quiet. And he never even raised who was going to pay for, quote, the wall or the wall itself. It tells you that he's not really serious about it. It's not really a serious proposal.
Joining us now with reaction from St. Louis, Missouri, Ed Martin, author of The Conservative Case for Trump, and from Washington, Bud Jackson, a Democratic strategist. Bud, I'll start with you. You want to try and decipher what the heck Trump was talking about, saying it was a Winnie the Pooh strategy? Help me out here.
Well, I mean, here you've got this strong businessman who's full of bravado and says he's going to do this and that, and he's going to make Mexico pay, and then he goes down to Mexico and caves like a weakling. That's what happened.
Wait a minute. The first thing he said, standing next to the Mexican president, was, Mexico, we are building a wall. And the first thing he said last night was, and they're going to pay for it.
Yeah, he said that once he went somewhere else away from Mexico, because that's what Donald Trump does. As Marco Rubio says, he's a con artist. When he's in Mexico, he's going to say one thing. When he's in front of voters, he's going to say another.
Okay, Ed, your thoughts on whether or not Donald Trump is Winnie the Pooh?
Well, listen, every time that Donald Trump sort of dominates, the name-calling starts. And so you see it all the time, Winnie the Pooh, whatever it is. Look, yesterday, August 31st, will mark a day when we look at history when Trump became president. And the reason is because he did two things in one day. He looked like a serious man, a president who went down there. He spoke like a serious leader. Hillary's hiding out. She hasn't responded to the request. And then he came and he laid out a 10-point plan. I mean, no one's responding to the 10-point plan. For a conservative like me, it's breathtaking how important that 10-point plan is. Things like getting rid of Obama's executive orders that are allowing all sorts of amnesty. That's in that plan. Yeah. And even more importantly, Eric, no one's saying that he's actually going to lower legal immigration, and that's a big deal, to historic lows in the 10-point plan. And why? Because he wants jobs and wages for Americans. It's an awesome moment. And it's going to be it's
I want to
huge.
get some more information out here, guys. But Bud, you have to admit the plan, as Donald Trump calls it, bold and new. 10-point plan. The left has been screaming for specifics, Bud, and now you got them. Now you don't like the specifics.
Oh, they're not specifics. They're a bunch of false promises with no plan to back them up and how they're going to be implemented, with no chance of even becoming reality. Let's take the wall, for example.
Hold on. Let's take the wall, for example. I get you, but let me ask you this. What's Hillary's plan?
Yeah, exactly. And Hillary's plan is a pathway to citizenship, which is going to bring people into the light. Yes, and it's also called bringing new taxpayers on the roll, saving us money rather than costing us money.
Destroying the country.
It's bringing people out of the dark into the light.
One at a time.
Under Donald Trump's plan, more people are going to be in the shadows. Under Hillary's plan, they're going to come out. They're going to become productive taxpayers.
Okay, go ahead, Ed.
Well, they're not going to be in the shadow. You've got to read the plan. What he says is E-Verify
I've read the plan.
It
takes 5 minutes.
And if you look at that, and if you look at E-Verify, something that you guys say you should want, that means undocumented workers will not be able to work here. And guess what? If you can't get a job, and if you can't get benefits, welfare and otherwise, you're going to go where? You're going to go home. By the way, we have in America a history of this. Under Eisenhower, we sent people back in train cars. We said it's time to go back to your home country. Why? Not because we don't like them, because we like Americans first. We want Americans to prosper first.
Guys, I got to go. I got to leave it right there. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Coming up, Democrats are refusing to admit that sanctuary cities even exist. Details on the danger it's causing for Americans everywhere right after this.